My name is Dan Jere. I own Jere Farms in Brimley, Michigan. We are a pasture-based livestock and produce farm. We first bought this property. It was 120 acres of just ground, and there was probably around 40 acres that is what I would consider tillable. When you consistently hay ground, it's basically like mining the minerals and nutrients right out of the soil without putting anything back into it. So the soil regeneration has really grown leaps and bounds since we took over and started doing cover crop, rotational grazing, even just mowing cover crop back into the soil. And we've changed our organic matter from like a 1 or a 2 up to a 5 or 6. And our pH has gone in the right direction by quite a bit. So the practices work. The difficulty in trying to be a true regenerative farmer and follow those practices is the manpower and the labor that it takes to complete. Moving fence, setting up new paddocks, building new paddocks is very manpower and time driven, and usually very time sensitive. It's slow, and I would say it's slow money, but you're not paying for fertilizer that doesn't stick around, that runs off in the spring. So you have a more natural compost that you can create and put on your own gardens and your own growing areas. And it allows for you to be able to produce growing beds like this with these peppers, which is nothing more than our soil and compost mixed into it, and they're doing okay. We are in a very rural and impoverished area that there's not a lot of produce farms, and there's certainly not a lot of produce farmers that are attending 4 or 5 or 6 farmers markets a week that make the product availability much closer to home. So we take WIC, EBT, Project Fresh, Senior Fresh, Upcap, and I think anything else that's available that we take. And I would have to say that we probably take more of the Upcap, Project Fresh, Senior Fresh coupons than any farm in the Upper Peninsula. Being able to accept coupons, it really allows itself to be inclusive to everybody. It's really nice to be able to see so many people be able to come out and participate in what we're trying to offer. There is a lot of enjoyment of just being able to show up and go to work for yourself. I do enjoy being outside. I don't care if it's 20 below. I don't care if it's 110. When we put the plastic on this structure this spring, it was one of the hottest days of the year, but we had to do it, and laying the weed barrier down and the drip tape, it was hot. I enjoy the success in a small scale of having such beautiful looking peppers that are producing, bushels and bushels a week for people, and being able to take something that was nothing here and turning it into what it is.